gonna give it another minute or another second, not a minute. Hello, friends. Welcome to Get Your Play Online. My name is Sarah Rose, and I'm so excited to have you guys joining me for tonight's bedtime story. So, this week is our zoo week. We've been talking a lot about different animals that you may see in a zoo, like lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! It's a joke from, or a quote from The Wizard of Oz. Um, but I have a story about a different kind of animal. So zoos have animals that typically live on land, but aquariums have animals or fish that live in water. So this is more of like an aquarium themed story time tonight, because my story is about putting an octopus to bed. I know. Have you ever had to put an octopus to bed? I don't even know how that would work. So an octopus has 8 legs. That's a lot of legs. We just have 2. Imagine having 8 legs. So our story tonight talks a little bit about what it's like to get ready for bed if you're an octopus. But a lot of the things that our octopus friend Floyd does to get ready for bed are things that we do to get ready for bed. So, as we're reading our story tonight, I want you to see if there are any things that our octopus friend does that you do before you go to bed. Things like brushing your teeth or putting on your pajamas. And see how it's the same or similar to what you do, and see how it's different. How maybe he puts on his pajamas a little differently than you do. So, my friends, I invite you to get as comfy and cozy as you possibly can. Tonight, I've got my really fuzzy robe, and I have one of my favorite stuffed animals. I don't think I've ever shared his name. I have named him Augustus, and I've had him for a really long time. And if you guys want to have a drink of water or a cup of tea while we're reading our story, that's totally fine. I have a cup of tea off to the side myself. So, without further ado, here is How to Put an Octopus to Bed by Sherri Duskey Rinker. Illustrated by Vivian Schwartz. Illustrated means that she drew all the pictures that you see. Giggly, squiggly, oh so wiggly, super silly, can't sit stilly, with Mama O and Octopop, little Floyd never stops. So this is little Floyd, and this is Mama O and Octopop. But now, my yawns. It's getting late. Let's get to bed. It's nearly 8. Oh, okay, I'll lead the way. And then he's off in a bubble spray. It looks like Floyd is ready to get ready for bed. Bath time! Floyd has a giant grin. I'll fill the tub. You two get in. You have to get clean every day. That's what you two always say. Bear, you can sit there and don't get wet. You can see how clean they get. Our friend Floyd made a bath for his mommy and daddy. How silly. Ma and Pop stand by, confused, a tad concerned, a bit amused. They think about what Floyd's just said. He thinks he's putting them to bed. Have you ever put your mommy or daddy to bed? I know. I'll check the water. It's just fine. Here, have some bubble bath of mine. Ta-da! Floyd gives a little spin. Now it's ready. Jump on in. Oh, look at all those bubbles. But those bubbles, all those bubbles, catch Floyd's eye, bouncing, floating, flying high. Floyd tries to grab and pop a few, then piles them up to go right through. And Floyd is in! And right away, Floyd starts to splash about and play. Floyd giggles, squiggles, swims for joy. Mom tries to wash that wiggly boy. But wait, Floyd squeals. We're not through. You both need your bath now, too. He still wants to put his parents to bed. Suddenly, one arm makes a splash, then another, and a thrash. Another arm makes a plop, and then a great big splashy flop. And then two arms together, pop! Then 8 arms all go up and drop. Oh, what a mess! With that giant super splash, soap and toys fly high, then crash! Bubbly water is everywhere. One big bubble lands on Bear. Do you see the big bubble on Bear? Now we're all clean. Wow, that was fun. Now let's dry off, and then we're done. Is that all you need to do to get ready for bed? No, you're right. All wrapped up in a towel to dry, Floyd wiggles out and gives a cry. Wait! It's not time for bed, not yet. You need to brush. Did you forget? We all get our toothbrushes now. Just watch me. I'll show you how. And very soon, Floyd, Ma, and Pop are soaked in foamy toothpaste slop. And the mirrors and counter and step-up chair, the walls, the floor, and teddy bear. Oh my goodness. Floyd made quite a mess. Okay, let's go now. Now follow me. Let's see how quick you two can be. Into their room in record time as Teddy's dragged along behind. Get ready for the nightly rumble, the octo-jammy tangle tumble. Twist and lift and hold on strong. PJs are on, but something's wrong. Oh my goodness, look at all the sleeves. They need 8 sleeves for their 8 arms. Okay, no problem, little guy. We'll just give this one more try. Does this look right? You're right. It looks a little loose, a little not quite right. That part's too loose, and that part's too tight. Some armholes have too many arms. Some holes have way too few. Lloyd's head's stuck in an armhole there. Okay, this just won't do. All those squiggly arms and all those sleeves, a giant octo mess. Ma and Pop keep working hard to get Bouncy Floyd all dressed. Another try, now really tangled, twisted, mangled, strangely angled. Floyd laughs a bouncy belly laugh at all the tangled trouble, and then, whoops, as Floyd jumps all about, out sneaks a little bubble. The 3 of them determine now try it one more time. When they all stand back to look, All the PJs are on just fine. Okay, okay, you're almost ready. I just need to grab your teddies. Found them! Floyd yells, overjoyed. Um, what's that you're holding, Floyd? Um, don't be silly. These are bears. Not the bears in those hands there. Oh, this? Do you see what they're talking about? That's right, Floyd has a sandwich. How silly. Oh, this? This is just a little snack. No snacks now, Floyd. Let's put those back. But the bears would like a tiny bite. No, sir, absolutely not. The bears have had enough tonight. We're good to go, says Mama. Now we're all ready. Grab your teddy. Everyone, it's time for bed. Floyd's parents kiss him on the head, 8 little arms wrapped in a hug, round his parents oh so tight, and then Floyd whispers, I love you both. And click, off goes the light. Floyd's wiggly arms stretch way out straight, reaching up toward the sky. He yawns a great big tired yawn and lets out a long deep sigh. I'm so sleepy now, says Floyd, from that big job I had to do. It's not easy to get you both to bed. You're a lot of work, you two. But Ma and Pop are so wiped out. They're both snoozing, nice and sound. They were trying to get Floyd to sleep, but the job got turned around. Floyd turns one last somersault, rubs his eyes, scratches his head. He reaches out for Teddy Bear and curls up into bed. It's peaceful, dark, and quiet now. The day is finally through. Floyd whispers into Teddy's ear, Bear, I saved this one for you. Look, there's that sandwich. The end. Wasn't that a fun story? I know I enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. Now, our friend Floyd was pretty silly. He put his mom and Pop to bed instead of going to bed himself. But getting ready for bed and brushing your teeth and taking a bath, all of those things help you kind of calm down for the day. I know that, at least for me, getting ready for bed can be really hard to do sometimes, especially if you've had a really exciting day and you just don't want the day to end. But doing those things like brushing your teeth and taking a bath and putting on your pajamas, getting all nice and cozy, reading a story, giving your mom and dad or whoever's with you a great big hug and saying, I love you. Those things can help kind of calm you down and relax you so that the next day or when you wake up, you can continue to get excited about things and explore all the new things that the day has to do. So, did you notice anything that Floyd did that was similar to what you do? You all brush your teeth like Floyd. You put on pajamas to go to sleep. Maybe you give your mom and dad a hug before you go to bed. Very good. What were some things that were different? Do your pajamas have 8 armholes? I know mine don't. I don't, I sometimes have a hard time putting on my pajamas, but Floyd and his mom and pop had a really hard time putting on their pajamas. So that's a little different. And Floyd put his mom and pop to bed. That's a little different than what we normally do to get ready for bed, right? Well, my friends, you did an awesome job reading that story with me tonight. I thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had as much fun as I did. So, with that, I hope that you have a lot of fun tomorrow, and I hope you have a very good night. Sweet dreams, everyone. Say goodbye, Augustus. Bye.